Thank you. Hi, my name is Esteban Kelly, and I'm the Executive Director for the U.S. Federation of Worker Co-ops. We're a founding member of the New Economy Coalition up in the House. I first of all want to thank Congresswoman Tlaib for being the newest member of the Congressional Co-op Business Caucus. So you all, many of you have supported the Green New Deal, including the beginnings of a vision for how worker co-ops and worker ownership can be applied as an institutionally supported tool for the transformation that our economy needs, right? And I'm wondering if you can share a little bit about how you envision worker co-ops and other cooperative solutions playing a role in scaling the solutions that we need for a just, sustainable, and reparative economy. Specifically on the pragmatic side, how can movements squad up with elected officials to advance that vision?
I mean, even with the Green New Deal, I mean, we talk about co-ownership. I mean, we talk about having a true seat at the table that, you know, as a lawyer, I'm like legally binding, where we actually get to make the decisions, not advisory, not whatever, but also being part of the destiny of what the future would look like. You know, I'm been part of this community benefits movement, you know, which I believe was birthed in Detroit personally in a very unique way, but I'm just gonna put it out there. But the community benefits movement, which, you know, some of the folks have kind of hijacked the name, but the true movement is about how do we make sure community is not just like these development and these kinds of agreements that are being made, especially when public resources are being shifted towards these kinds of developments, how we can ensure that it's sustainable investment within the communities, that is an extension of the community. And it's creating a, to me, legal entity within our, like making sure that, because, you know, elected officials come and go, but neighborhoods don't. And so how do we make sure that there is a third signature line there where community signs, right? The host community can sign. And that is the kind of co-ownership. That's my vision, especially representing the third poorest congressional district. You all had your chance doing it the other way. It's just not working. So how about you move? You know, I love Congresswoman Shirley Chisholm. She's like, if there's no chair, bring one. I'm all for, you've been at the table too long. Maybe, you know, shake the table, kind of boot them off the chair and take the chair. So I'm for that at this moment. So we really definitely need, really need to take the chair. You thank you for taking some chairs. But it is important that we talk about it in that way of not in symbolic way, but actually no, we, just like you let the CEO sign it, we need to be able to sign it and co-own it. Yeah.
Thank you so much. We're going to take two more.
Can I add something?
Oh, yep, really quick.
I think often, you know, asset building is something that is necessary in many of our communities. And there are creative ways, I think, people in the movement and many of our municipalities are figuring out how to help build asset within community. And so there are proposals for people to co-purchase a building together, to cohabilitate and have ownership of that, build asset that way. There are proposals in my city where people are thinking about how do we buy up a whole building that people are being evicted from because a new developer is going to buy and they're all going to be displaced. As we fight gentrification, we have to figure out what other tools exist for communities to exist. I also have a bill because we know a lot of mobile homes. If they don't have co-ops, they don't have an opportunity to buy the land they're on. They don't have a way to sustain their community and continue to build that community. And so we're trying to make sure that those co-ops can exist and continue to thrive, and that there is a tax incentive for the landowners to sell it to these co-ops. And so there are, I think, creative ways we can think about in how to put money back and asset growth for our communities.
Thank you so much. Next.